100,000 pazjent għaddew minn taħt il-kura tal-MOAS. Il-MOAS hija NGO Maltija li qed toffri servizz biex tieħu kemm soldati kif ukoll nies ċivili minn postijiet ta' periklu fejn jkunu weġġaw għal postijiet ħarir iktar siguri fejn jistgħu jieħdu trattament għal injuries li jkunu sofru waqt li jkun għaddej il-ġrid.
I think it was about a month before we deployed a small force to Ukraine to start to study how we could be impactful here, and we understood that if Ukraine was going to be invaded by Russia, that it was probably going to be the most difficult time in their medical care that they could provide to people, because it just will be overwhelmed. So we knew that the system as it currently was not prepared for such heavy casualty load. And so we weren't thinking just military, we were thinking civilians, we were thinking children, we were thinking whomever was affected by this war, we would try to do our best. And so we studied the situation. As the war began, we saw the need firsthand, and myself, I saw it firsthand, bodies falling out of the back of a truck because there was no one to care for these people. There was no qualified doctors, there was no qualified even paramedic there, and there surely wasn't any ambulances. So we saw that need immediately, and for us and this organization that we come to, what did we do? We said, we can fix this. We can improve this system and we can start saving these people's lives.
Il-MOAS għandha 14 bażi tul il-frontline minn Sume sa Kherson, ma li tidħol it-talba għall-għajnuna il-paramediċi tagħhom imiddu jdejhom għax-xogħol. Il-perikli għalihom huma kbar.
Yeah, so there are like frontline MASH hospitals, these hospitals that are very near the front line, and this is where if a soldier is injured, he's taken from the trenches or wherever the fighting takes place to these facilities. So MOAS responds in two different ways. We will either meet the military on halfway between the stabilization hospital and the route, and so we will pick up the patient directly from the military and deliver it to this hospital, or we will deliver from the hospital, the first hospital, to the next hospital, and sometimes we deliver from the next hospital to the next hospital. So it can be a major sort of multifaceted approach. They put their lives on the line just simply because of their proximity to the front line. When you're out there and when you're within 20 kilometers from the front line, which is where the majority of our bases are located, there's a variety of risks. So while they are proceeding to the points, we are facing FPV drone attacks, artillery, and just a sort of barrage of different things that can be happening there. And so it's from an everyday standpoint, from their traveling and their logistics, is danger. We've been very fortunate that we've never lost any of our personnel. We've had injuries. Our bases have been attacked by missiles, and our entire teams were affected by this, and it was very scary for us. Never forget this night where I was called to say that our base was attacked, but that everyone was alive, and I heard everybody talk about it. It was a miracle. So we've been very lucky, and that's not the first time that's happened. We had an incident where we had a missile came right into our location and didn't explode, but would have killed everyone in the room. So some really magical, blessings that, luckily we didn't have any casualties, and so we're very proud about that. But the risk is every day.
Aktar minn 100,000 persuna mejjuna, l-ebda mewta ta' persuna taħt il-kura tagħhom, imma il-brutalità tal-gwerra qiegħda tiżdied.
I can remember being asked this question at the beginning of the war, and they said, what was the majority of the injuries, and we would say artillery and actually bullet wounds and this type of But as the war has went on, it's the drones, and that's obviously the sort of evolution of modern warfare that we're seeing here is the exclusive use of drones to control the battlefield, and this is something that is changed completely how you evacuate people, the safety and security in the zones that you evacuate from, and especially what type of injuries that the personnel are having affected. And so, as if a FPV drone is striking you directly, I mean, it's much more devastating for the body than a bullet wound or a fragment from an artillery shell. It's catastrophic, and I think that we see that more regularly than ever before, and I think it's basically taken over as the main cause of injury.